I remember the howl. Not like a wolf's, but something twisted, almost human, carrying through the pines like a plea gone wrong. It was 1973, deep in Wexford County, Michigan, where the forests swallow secrets. I was 23, logging with my crew, when I saw it, 7 feet tall, body like a man's but furred, head of a dog, eyes glowing amber in the moonlight. The beast in Wisconsin's fields, the Rougarou in Louisiana swamps, the Howler in Arkansas hills, the Skinwalker in New Mexico deserts. They weren't separate beasts. They were echoes of the same ancient wrong, rooted in this land's blooded soil. Now, at 75, with fresh reports from 2025 of sightings across the states, I know it's not over. The howls still wake me, closer each night. I've kept this buried, afraid the words would summon it back. But the dreams don't fade, the scent of wet fur, the crunch of leaves under impossible weight. It's too much for an old man to hold alone. Before I tell you what really happened that night, take a second to subscribe to Haunted USA Tales. It helps more than you think, and I promise, this story is one you'll never forget. I was born in 1948, in a small cabin outside Manistee, Michigan, where the Manistee River cuts through dense pines like a vein. My father was a logger, like his before him, hands calloused from axes and chainsaws. Mother kept the home, raising me and my 2 brothers with stories of the woods, native legends from the Ottawa and Chippewa, warnings of spirits guarding the land. We lived simple, hunting deer, fishing trout, but the forest held shadows. I grew up scoffing, but the elders spoke of it tied to ancient mounds, protectors disturbed by settlers' greed. By my 20s, in the early 70s, I followed Dad into logging. Crew of rough men, friends like Big Jim and Quiet Paul, camping weeks in the Lower Peninsula's northwest quadrant, near the Great Lakes. Life was hard work, cold beers by firelight, dreaming of a girl named Ruth back home. No family yet, just the pull of the wild. But the woods felt watched, especially at dusk, branches snapping no deer made, sense wrong. I didn't know then my path would lead across America, from Michigan's pines to Wisconsin fields, Louisiana bayous, Arkansas Ozarks, New Mexico badlands. Each place had its beast, folklore echoing the Dogman, werewolf-like guardians, shapeshifters punishing intruders. It started subtle, a howl here, eyes there, foreshadowing the chases to come. I thought it coincidence, but the land remembers, and I was about to pay for stirring it. It began slow, that summer of 73, Wexford County. Our crew cut timber near the Manistee National Forest, air thick with pine sap and chainsaw smoke. I'd stay late, sharpening tools, when the first sign came, a howl, not wolf, not man, echoing from the tree line. Thought coyote, but it lingered, pulling at my gut. Next day, tracks, large, paw-like but upright, 7 feet stride. Jim laughed, said bear, but Paul crossed himself, muttered Dogman. I denied, confusion stirring. Nights grew uneasy, firelight dancing shadows taller than they should. Weeks later, alone at camp, dusk falling. Smelled at first, musk, wet dog but wilder. Branches snapped, deliberate. Flashlight beam caught eyes, amber, high off ground. Figure stepped out, 7 feet, fur matted, arms hanging like a man's, head canine, ears pricked. Stood bipedal, watching. Fear froze me, breath shallow. It tilted head, howl soft, sorrowful. Ran then, heart pounding, camp empty. Told crew, they searched, nothing but tracks vanishing. Denial held, but sleep brought dreams of pursuit. Moved on, 78, to Wisconsin for work, Elkhorn area. Bray Road whispers, beast, like Dogman, sighted since 30s. Farming job, fields open. Halloween moon full, walking home, smelled musk again. Howl rose, closer. Saw it in corn, tall, wolf-headed, bipedal, eyes yellow. Chased me, ground shaking. Hidden ditch, breath ragged, it sniffed air, passed. Confusion deepened, same beast? Denied as coincidence, but scars appeared, scratches, no thorn. Louisiana, 85, Bayou country near New Orleans. Rougarou tales, Cajun werewolf, punishing sinners. Oil rig work, swamps humid. Night shift, smelled sulfur musk. Howl pierced fog, figure on stilts, tall, furred, dog-faced. Approached slow, eyes red. Ran through muck, heart wild. It followed, splashes echoing. Hidden roots, it paused, whispered French-like growl. Faded at dawn. Dread built, emotional weight, sorrow for hunted feeling. Arkansas, 92, Ozark Mountains. Howl a legend, shaggy, horned, howls elk-wolf mix. Hiking job, trails remote. Camped, smelled rank fur. Howl shattered night, figure emerged, black-furred, eyes glowing, bipedal. Circled tent, breaths heavy. Fear-choked, confusion, why me? It left at first light, but marks on tent, claw-like. New Mexico, 2001, near Chaco Canyon. Skinwalker stories, Navajo shifters, wolf forms. Archaeology dig, desert vast. Night watch, smelled dust musk. Howl rose, figure shifted, dogman to shadow. Approached, eyes piercing. Ran, sand shifting, it pursued silent. Hidden ruins, it whispered names, mine, families. Sorrow hit, denial gone. These were one spirit, land's guardian, following my bloodline from Michigan logging sins. Tension mounted over years, howls and dreams, musk sense random, eyes in mirrors. Moved often, but it found me, beasts blending. Emotional toll, fear to disbelief to dread, isolation growing. Friends faded, Ruth left, said I was haunted. Body marked, scratches fading slow. New climax neared, the cycle turning. It peaked 2017, back in Michigan, Manistee Forest. Storm night, camped alone, seeking answers. Howl surrounded, smells overwhelming, musk, sulfur, rank, dust. Figures emerged, dogman leading, beast beside, Rougarou slinking, howler hulking, skinwalker shifting. Circled, eyes unified, amber yellow red. Dread peaked, air electric, breaths visible. They weren't separate, one ancient entity, land's wrath against desecrators, my ancestors' loggers who disturbed mounds. Shape changed, howling chorus. Reached, claws grazing. Confessed, apologies for intrusion, promises to honor. They paused, eyes softening, faded into wind. Aftermath quiet, but changed. Survived, retired Knoxville. Scars remain, itch cycles. Avoid woods, but howls echo distant. Friends gone, family distant, tell them fragments. 2025 sighting surge, Michigan Dogman filmed, Bray road attacks, Rougarou Bayou vanishings, Ozark howls viral, Skinwalker chases reported. News clip, forest figure, my scar's twin. Cycle peaks again. Because some beasts don't hunt, they remember. Cycle peaks again. Because some beasts don't hunt, they remember.